Hello and welcome, it's Frances here. Thank you for coming back to my channel. If this is your first time here, I bid thee welcome. There is a subscribe and a bell below that you might want to click on, and that means that you will be notified when I upload more content, which I do on a rather ad hoc basis. And I also upload content on a whole range of topics and subjects that interest me, and I hope that may interest you as well. So this video is going to be about this full moon, which may have already occurred or is occurring. Hopefully by the time I upload this here in South Australia, it will be full on the 18th of March, which is today at 5:47 p.m. So this means that all the energies will come to a peak at 5:47 p.m. and that's Central Australian time. And then we'll start to wane if you're into the moon law. It's in the astrological sign of Virgo, which provides grounding, clarity, what needs to be taken care of in respects to the next steps that we're moving forward in, which is a little bit of a relief over the last couple of years. So all the planning, all the day-to-day routines, habits that we need to start getting organized, and also how we feel grounded, because Virgo is very much an earth sign, so it is coming back to this real world, so to speak. The Piscean energies that are about us at the moment with 3 planets in Pisces are very strong, because we've got the Sun, which is conjunct in Pisces at the moment. We also have Venus and Mars in Pisces as well. So there might be a bit of a push-pull motion between the Piscean energies, which is a bit more dreamy or sort of celestial, and this Virgo energy, which is wanting us to really earth and ground senses. So the first astrologer that I'm just going to talk about, that I got majority of this information from, is Molly McCord's report on the full moon, which I'll link below. And she talks about the Earth Grand Trine. So this is like a big triangle in between certain planets. So we've got a Virgo moon, which is favorably connected with Pluto and Capricorn. And this is trine with the North Node in Taurus. So the North Node, or the North Moon Node, is all about our future endeavors, and in Taurus again is also our Earth sign. So these planets bring clear grounding, transformation due to the growth and trajectory of the North Node. So it's all about feeling grounded and facing forward and readiness to start moving ahead. So when we're ready to make that much needed change in our life, but we may have been contemplating over the last couple of years, and if you watch previous videos that I have done on the lunar energies and read or gone onto the sources where I got that information from, the last couple of years have been very much focusing on releasing and letting go of the old ways, our old patterns, our old thought behaviors, that sort of thing, and looking forward to bringing in a new complete existence or life or direction in our life, thinking outside the square, so to speak. So it's almost like all that energy, all that work that we've done up to this point has been in readiness, and we're almost like we're on the starting blocks, ready to go. So there's a lot of growth, a lot of transformation energy, and readiness to make that complete change in our life. And again, with this sort of heavy earth energy, that's about a lot of it is in relation to our foundations. So it could be home life, career, finances, our stability, and what makes us feel safe in the world. So we could be ready to change directions in our work career. We might be ready to move, either state or house or even countries. We might be moving into a new life transition, whether it's through relationships or other people close in our lives. those sorts of things which are underpinning in our normal existence. So this full moon energy is setting us up to whatever is ready to lift off in our life. And the sun is this sort of bright lift-off energy, and it's in conjunction with Neptune. And Neptune's all about change, transformation, taking those steps forward. It also helps, and this is the moon, lunar, I should actually be reading directly from my book. The Virgo full moon brings in practical components in our lives. What serves us, what assists us. So we need to look at these supporting energies in our life, the process, the merging of these energies and where they're going to be taking us. So it's almost like something is ready to lift off. Very strong earth, but also Piscean is that element of water. So this is the flow, the ebb and flow. And it's almost like we're needing to surrender and go with the ebb and flow of things in order to give us that stability in our life on a higher level, so to speak. Now, we might not actually see the end result, and that's okay. We just have this urge that we need change and we need to start off on this new direction. Unable to see the end result of what we're wanting to head towards could be this Piscean energy, which is making things a little bit confused or unclear, and that's okay. We drop out of our head into our heart, go with our gut, go with our intuition. Really, if we've been doing the work over the last couple of years, we have done some serious work in relation to the direction we're wanting to head into, and now it's the time to take that big leap. What are we going to do? Are we going to stay rooted as in the direction or the place that we are now? Or are we going to move with the lunar tides? Molly McCord mentions a few other important astrological happenings. There's 3 or 4 planets that are in Aquarius. And Aquarius is all about sort of making the movement that may be a little bit out there, a little bit ahead of its time. But again, Aquarius is bringing through that freshness. It's connected with the future self, future timelines. It's, again, is about moving forward, and we may not know the end result, but we've got to start keeping that momentum, or start that momentum in order to flow. We've got Mars and Venus still connected, which is influencing new energies, new relationships, new colleagues, connections, opportunities, directions. So that's very favourable at the moment. The Uranus is squaring Mars, so this is big energy. Again, things coming out of our life, and endings like karma or karmic ties or connections are ending, are completed as Uranus closes and clears the doorway, the slate sort of thing, in order for us to start the new chapter in our lives. So you may feel that you have, or may reflect back and find that you have been sort of letting things go, letting relationships go, because this is, we're all going through this cycle of transformation, and this is what the Uranian energy is assisting us at this stage. So what's interesting, as Molly pointed out, is that Venus is ruled by Taurus and Uranus is in Taurus. Uranus is ruled by Aquarius and Venus is in Aquarius. Now, Molly does go into more detail as to what that means, so I would recommend you go back to her video because she's the astrologer and that's the original source. So, in just summing up in relation to this Virgo full moon, it's a powerful time to make changes in your life. However, there's a bit of a, not a warning, but being mindful to allow the voids to exist. This is the Piscean energy. We don't need to know everything. The universe is or will be bringing things in, or the gods or ancestors or whoever you relate to. So it's almost like a waiting game, a trust game. So the things that we've been waiting for, if we've done the work, they're on their way. There's big shift in relationship energies, a lot more connections coming through. And lastly, the Virgo full moon is most likely to bring up things that we need to complete. Again, this is Uranus or Uranus, in order to allow the new to come through. So, as I said, it's the time to take that first step into the unknown, let go of the past completely, and head forward. So I hope that you found that of interest. I am hoping to do another video on Chiron, because I've come across a website which mentions Chiron, and that's quite interesting for those of us who do shadow work or are attempting to do shadow work. So I'll be hopefully uploading that in the next couple of days. So lunar blessings to you. Until we meet again, blessed be.